Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. It is so nice to be here with you. I love doing these virtual expos. It's so much fun. And just let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Divina Lopez. I am a board certified pediatrician for over a decade now, and I am the founder of Dancing into Parenthood. So I want to talk to you about what Dancing into Parenthood is all about. I think some of you had already visited my booth and we had a chance to give you some information. Hello, ladies. Hello. Please tell me, when are your due dates? What I want you to do first with me is I want you to close your eyes and I want you to envision what that little baby is going to be like when they actually are born in your arms, when you're feeling them, when you're hugging them, when you're kissing them, when you're smelling them. I want you to think about what it is that you feel when you have this baby in your arms. Can you start telling me in the chat? I see a lot of people coming in. Thank you. Thank you, mamas, for all being here. So tell me, what is it that you feel when you think about your baby being born? What are the feelings that come to mind? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling overjoyed? Do you feel the love that that baby is going to bring into your life? I see a lot of, wow, everyone's due pretty soon, huh? August, I see November, I see October. So, we have a dad there. Hi, Anthony. So, what I want you to do is envision that baby and how that baby makes you feel. Because I believe that babies are always ready and prepared for their parents to love them unconditionally and to bring them so much joy. As a pediatrician for over a decade, I have worked with many. Hi, everyone. I am so sorry. I hope that you can hear me now because I'm on my phone, so I cannot see the chat. I'm so sorry about that. But I hope that where I left off was when I was explaining what the digital course is all about. So the digital course is called Dancing into Parenthood. It's a 4-week program where I prepare new parents to welcome in their newborn babies. And in this 4-week program, every week has a different theme. The first week, we talk all about newborn care. I did make a baby manual that goes along with this week, which is included in the program. And in the baby manual, you basically get like these step-by-step instructions. I was really thinking about dads when I created this. I wanted it to be simple and to the point and a good reference for them to have when they want to do something quickly. So it talks about how to feed your baby, sleeping. We go through what pee and poop should be looking like. And what it shouldn't be looking like, how to bathe your baby. So it's really more like the essential things that you need to know about newborn care. In week 2, we talk about the frequent mistakes that new parents make so that you can avoid them. Right now, the last place I want a newborn baby is in the emergency room or in the urgent care. We talk about safety. So we talk about creating a safe space for your baby. We talk about sudden infant death syndrome, which is known as SIDS. So maybe you've heard that terminology before. And we also talk about postpartum depression and blues. And the third week, which is like one of my favorite weeks, is when we talk about getting your baby to reach their developmental milestones. So we talk about their cognitive development. We talk about their gross motor development, fine motor development. We talk about their language skills and how to get them prepared for speaking. It's a really fun week. I love that week. And in the 4th week, I talk with the couples about reconnecting because your relationship will change. So, how to reconnect, how to work as a team, how to establish your family empire. And along with that week, you get a family report card, which is a tool that I want you to use on a weekly basis. It helps for communication, it helps to accomplish your goals. So, like I said, I know that you're really excited. I know that you're nervous. I know that you're so happy. And I want to say congratulations to all of you because this is the most amazing journey that you're about to embark on. It's a great new chapter in your life. I just want you to be prepared for it because, like I said, babies come prepared for their parents, but parents need some sort of guidance, right? Parenthood is tricky. It's very tricky. You'll see. So it's really nice that we get to meet every week in the program, that you can go ahead and give me your questions ahead of time so we can maximize those 60 minutes every week. And we can talk and hear just like what are the other new parents, what do they have to say? You know, what are the frustrations that they're feeling? Because I'm telling you, most people really feel the same way, are going through something similar. And so it's good to like normalize it. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about is that I have what I called the freaky things that newborns do. It's a mini video series. It's free. I want you to go on my website and have a look at it. It's really fun. They're quick, short videos where you get some really good information because newborns do things that people are really surprised are normal. So for example, like a lower lip quiver or their legs can shake. And you know, what does that mean? That oftentimes scares new parents when they see these things and they don't know if that's okay or if it's not. Is it a sign of seizure or something like that, you know? So that little video mini series is so much fun. I love to do everything with laughter, with fun. We make it interesting. There's nothing boring about dancing into parenthood. I also have podcasts that you can listen to on the website. Lots of good information there. For example, like how to choose your pediatrician, right? So I give you all the insider tips on that. What are the things that you should be looking for in a pediatrician for your baby or in the office, right? So which questions do you need to ask? What are things that you should be looking for when you're looking for a good fit? You know, there are things that are important to some families versus others. Like, for example, some people really care about how close they live to the pediatrician's office versus some people don't. Some people will travel far to have the certain pediatrician qualities that they're looking for, or the certain things in an office that they're looking for. Like, for example, having like weekend hours or who's on call. So those are things that are really important that I think a lot of parents are not used to thinking about in a way. Like, as a physician, I know, because I know as a mom and as a physician, what are things that I would want in a pediatrician for my son, right? What are qualities that are important for me? What's important in the office, okay? In the office culture also. So the podcast has lots of good free information for you there. So tune in. That can also be found on the website. I also do offer one-on-one consultation calls because some people don't like the big groups. They just want to have some confidentiality, or sometimes they feel silly like talking in front of other people. I totally get that. I'm a shy person. I know it doesn't come off on video, but I really am a shy person. So I understand if you want that sort of just one-to-one consult. I call it a power chat. We can talk about anything parenting. I feel so bad that I can't see the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. But I would love to speak with you at my booth. Also, if you want to speak face to face, I love to do that. I miss that in this day and age. Everything is very virtual and it's a little different. But I like to see people's faces. I want to see how excited you are. I want to see your smiles. One other thing that I would like to let you know about is I do have a special new mama guide. It's on Amazon. It's on my website also. So it's basically all the information that a new mama needs to know about the changes in her body and what to expect in the postpartum period. And I love that book. It was made with a whole lot of love for moms because, personally, we go through a whole lot. I feel like becoming a new parent, it's really the birth of a new you. And sometimes we have to figure things out for ourselves, but I don't like that. I like for you to feel informed about what's going on, and these things get lost sometimes. I want you to know that there is guidance, there is support for you. I want you to feel really confident. I want you to feel like you're having fun because I want you to be present with your baby. And in being present, that baby is going to bond with you. That helps for their development. That's going to allow the two of you to have an amazing relationship. One piece of advice that I do want to give to new moms, especially, is that the way you do things is a very special way. When you do certain things for your baby, that's you coming naturally. It's just your maternal instincts to do things. Daddies are oftentimes not as skilled as moms. And that's the reason why I think dancing into parenthood was really important, because I know they want to be included. Sometimes they just don't know their way, or they don't feel as comfortable as the mommy does. And so they need to be allowed the space to develop their style with the baby. Because once they do, then they'll jump in more to help out. And I know that moms want daddy's help. I know that's important to you. And, you want to get some rest, right? You want to be able to relax. You want to have some time for self-care. Another part of the Dancing into Parenthood coaching program is what's included in addition to the 4 weeks, the videos and the Q&As. You get a baby guide. You get a baby manual, which is a manual not just for it. It's a journal, a baby journal with also a section for parent self-care. And then you get the family report card, which I said you should use as a tool for communication. I think this is something that you should include in date nights so that you can really tune into one another and have good communication and be heard, not just I feel like sometimes people talk, but they're not feeling like they're heard. So it's important to learn how to listen to one another as a couple. It's important to learn how to tune in to each other as a couple. All of those things are very, very much important. And I want you to be able to start off a really good foundation for your baby. That's really important for me, because without a good foundation, then things can get pretty messy, right? And we don't want that to happen. We want to have two parents who are working together and allowing their baby to thrive, not survive, right? I talk about thriving all the time because we don't want to be raising a baby in survival mode. You want to have a really positive experience. And when you're doing it in survival mode, it's not the same. I can tell you that. You want to be prepared. You want to feel supported. You want to know that when you need help, there is help there for you. And those are the things that I bring in Dancing into Parenthood. I really love connecting with the families that I serve. And that's always been important for me as a medical practitioner. Otherwise it's not going to be the same sort of relationship if I can't connect with you that way. I want you to feel like I've got your back, because I do. Yes, there's been many years of expertise behind everything that I created for you. And it's really because I have a certain passion with working with new parents, because I work with every age group, but new parents for me are just beautiful people who want to make sure they get everything right for their baby. And that's what makes me want to spend more time with them. It's why I put out educational information all the time on TikTok and Instagram and the podcast. I'm always looking for good resources for the new parents also. That's so important for me. So I want you to, I'm going to try to look into the chat. I'm trying to get onto Hopin because I want to speak with you. And I feel like maybe in my booth is the best way to do this, but I want to speak with you here too. So give me a second because I'm trying to get in through my iPad so that I could see what the chat is saying. Give me 1 second. So please, if you have questions, because I'm getting on right now, maybe you can start getting in. I can get into the chat and you can ask me whichever questions. Let me just lower this. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see if I could see the chat now. I'm in, guys. For some reason, I cannot see the chat. I'm trying from here, but I don't really see it. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I'm really sorry about that. Well, maybe I can speak with you at the booth if you have more questions. What are the things that I think are important to know as new parents? Number one, that you need to be forgiving with yourself. Like I'm trying to be forgiving with myself with this chat. Be forgiving with yourself always, okay? Because this is a new learning curve, right? That you have to give yourself permission to learn what the new baby is going to want, their personality, and how to be the best parent for your baby. That is so important. You're going to get frustrated. The baby's going to get frustrated. When those days come along, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to remind yourself that you have to take it easy on yourself because you're learning and you're learning your baby and your baby is learning you, right? It's a new environment for the baby. There are definitely going to be difficult days and there's going to be wonderful days too, okay? Unfortunately, as human beings, we focus on those really tough days and one little bad thing that happens in a day and it can sometimes ruin everything. But don't do that because you have to celebrate what's actually going on in your life, right? There's new love in your life. There's a home that is filled with a family. And you have to really cherish those moments because they're so special. Those days that are coming for you are going to be some of the best days of your life. They are going to be some of the most exhausting days of your life because being sleep deprived is no joke. I thought residency was going to be the most sleep deprived that I would ever be in my life, and I was wrong. It was parenthood. It definitely was the most challenging for me. So I wish you a baby who sleeps well. I wish you a baby who can get on a good sleep routine. And a good feeder because those things are so important. Learning how to feed your baby, what are the cues that they give you to let you know that they want to be fed, that they need a diaper change. Those are so important to learn, but it takes time. You're not going to know this from day one. So allow yourself to understand that it's all a learning curve, but you will get it. You will get it. And that together you can have a stronger relationship than ever when you work as a team. When you work as a team and you communicate effectively with one another and you're listening and really hearing what the other person is saying, then the love for one another will grow as well. So this is a really special time in your life. I hope that you can let it all soak in. Those days go by really quickly. Um, I want to say like those first 2 months may feel like a blur, like a total blur. And that's the reason why I suggest taking the course before the baby comes, because you have some time now. Once the baby comes, you want to feel like you're prepared. And dancing into parenthood is really like a little training for parents, if you want to think of it in that way, so that you feel prepared. I know that no baby comes with a manual, but what I tried was to give you the keys to understanding what your new life is going to be like, and feel like you can handle what's coming to you in a really fantastic way, so that you are thriving, not surviving. Okay. Um, I hope that I will see you at my booth. I will, as a matter of fact, I'll be live at my booth after this so that I can speak with some of you, since I missed the chat. And that way we can connect and talk if you have more questions for me. But I want you to go onto the website, which is pinned. I believe Juliana had pinned it there. Is www.drdivinalopez.com. And on the website, if you go into the coaching program page, you'll see details on that. If you go into the podcast page, you'll see the different episodes that I have there and the titles, so you can see which ones maybe you want to listen to. I'm also on YouTube, on Instagram, same name, Dr. Divina Lopez, and on TikTok. I try to make fun videos. um, because I love music and I love dancing, and that's the reason why I called it Dancing into Parenthood. Because I want things to flow, I want things to be fun, I want connection. That's important in any family unit. Being connected is really important, having a good family bond, and just functioning together. Like, what are your thoughts when you think about your family empire? And I call it family empire because I'm sure that when you thought about creating this new life, you had all these ideas of what a family would be like, right? When you created your own family, what was it going to be like? Was it going to be a really fun family that travels a lot? Are we going to, create this beautiful home life? So I know that there's a lot that goes into creating a family, and I'm sure you have many goals for your own family. Now, the question is, how do we make that happen? So start thinking about those things now. Think about what sort of parenting style do you want to adopt? Like, what are the things that you love that your parents did? What are things that you wouldn't do because you didn't like them yourself? And how can you improve the way you were parented, right? So those are all things that I wish parents thought about before babies arrival, because once babies come, like I said, you're really tired due to the sleep deprivation. You're trying to figure everything out, and then it's not the right time to think about those things. But take the opportunity now, before the baby comes, to start imagining and visualizing what would you like your family to look like. Because all those feelings that you're feeling right now, the nervousness, the anxiousness, the excitement, the feeling overjoyed, all of that can be put into that one little baby, right? Because that baby is making you feel all of those different emotions. Um, and so take all of those different emotions and figure out which parent or which sort of parent do you want to be for your baby. Because you're going to cause lots of different feelings and emotions in that baby as well. But you want to be in tune to them, and you want them to be in tune to you, because you want to build a really great bond with your baby. All right, so I will be at my booth. I hope to see you there and speak with you. You can send me messages if you want on Instagram. You can always DM me. But the other thing is that I do have a newsletter, and I would love for you to sign up and be a part of that, so that you can get additional information there as well. All right. It was really nice speaking with you. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we had over here. But enjoy the rest of the expo. There's so many great presentations and so many wonderful things that I see. I mean, my son is already 8 years old, so things have definitely changed, especially when it comes to the car seats. So make sure that you pick out a very good car seat for your baby because that's number one in safety, okay? Thank you, everyone, for being here with me today and for listening and being patient about the little glitch. Thank you.